First of all, we will decide where to apply the first vector by double-clicking with the right mouse button. And here we see the first vector that has to be modified. Now we change the orientation of this vector by using these controls. So we give some extrusive component here. And of course, this can be done also in the occlusal view. So I change a bit the orientation on the z-axis. Another thing we can do is to modify the magnitude of this vector. So it's proposed 100 gram and I put 60. And now let's put a second vector, again by double clicking on the second point of application. Let's change the vector color so that we can make it clearly different from the other one. So the other one is pink, and we'll make this a green vector so that they're not confused. And now let's change the orientation of this vector. I move it easy like this, but also I want to give this direction. Again, also in this case, I would like to reduce the amount of force, and I will put 80 grams. Finally, let's also change the point of application of the force vector. We'll put it like this. Okay, now here we see the two vectors that we have applied. And by clicking on the resultant here, we can see the vector that we obtain. Definitely, we're probably having too much inclination of the teeth, considering that the center of resistance that was placed before it's in this position. And this triangle you see, it represents the distance from the CR. Actually, you can see it better if we move the resultant in this way. So that is the minimal distance. But this triangle will represent also the production of a moment, because we are creating a moment that will rotate this group of teeth when seen in this view clockwise. Please remember that in 3D, the rotation is relative. So here, if I see the same movement, would be counterclockwise, and here is clockwise. So we can also show the moment graphically. You can see it here, and again, clockwise in this direction, counterclockwise in this direction. Now we would like to do something to reduce the moment and have a movement which is closer to a translation. To do this, I will introduce some vertical components here, which are okay also because you remember we have some open bite. As you see here, we have a moment of 759 gram millimeters, and the ratio, the MF ratio, is around 6. Now let's try to increase even more the vertical force, and you see immediately that the moment goes down, also a bit the resultant force, but now the moment to force ratio is lower than 5. However, in the lateral view, as you see here, the line of action of the force is passing very close to the CR, so you actually don't see any moment in this view. The whole moment we see, it's on the occlusal view. So this is consistent with the fact that we will not have any inclination or buccal inclination of the anterior teeth, while we'll have a rotation of the group